Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Catch World Cup semifinals. Today we have a losers bracket match between Canada and Peru, and this is a pretty important match here because whoever wins this will be going on to the top 6, technically, to finals weekend. And it is Seed 4 Canada versus Seed 10 Peru. I'm Ash Ketchum. I'm joined by Elux. How are you doing?
Doing amazing. We have a North America, South America dual action going on. Canada, Peru, and United States versus Chile on the other stream. That will be on the B stream. Don't forget to check that out if you have dual watching possibilities. You do not want to miss out on either match. And Ash, I gotta say, this Peruvian team's they've been impressing me lately.
Yeah, they've been opening a few eyes up for sure in this tournament. I mean, they have a pretty strong core roster in Islux, Lunatic and Boltico, and yeah, they've been proving that they're here to perform for sure. I mean, they're already in the top 8, being in the second loser bracket round of semifinals. They've already performed over their seed, which is 10, and now it's up against Canada, seed 4. I mean, a lot of people, they'd say, yeah, Canada's definitely the favorite, and I'd say Canada's definitely the favorite, but Peru could definitely cause an upset here, given the correct conditions. I believe it could be closer than most people think, for sure.
No, definitely. There's always the possibility of an upset. We've seen a few amazing matches, one this weekend so far. One amazing match that I sadly did not get the chance to see. I ended up mistiming it, but it was Argentina versus Finland, and the Argentinian squad they found their groove this tournament. At first it looked to be a little bit shaky, but they've seemed to have found a good foothold. But that is a previous match. We have this match going on in front of us, and it looks that Canada will be picking first and banning second, so the first ban belongs to Peru. What do you think they're going to ban here, Rash? Oh, they beat me. Oh. They beat us to it.
Well, conveniently, I was just going to say DT1, actually. It's like they read my mind there, but no. Peru's ban is going to be DT1. I mean, I think that's pretty standard against a team like Canada. And Canada's actually going to be banning Hard Rock 1, one of the easier maps in the pool. Sort of a consistency-based Hard Rock, so that makes sense. And going straight for the low air hidden as a pick, which, is pretty Canada-esque, I guess.
Let's go. Katsuragi coming in with the hidden 2 pick, a man after my own heart.
Oh yeah, the low air hidden. All the low air hidden specialists that are watching this are screaming of joy internally for sure.
Hidden specialists, we stay eating today, boys.
It's a good day. It's a feast.
It's a feast today. But we got Unlucky W, Red, and Katsuragi over on side Canada. Baltic, Islux, and waiting for that third slot to come in for Peru.
I imagine it's probably going to be Maurici, because I know Lunatic is not the biggest fan of low air hidden. But I'm actually not too sure, because this lower hidden pick is really hard. Like it's a step up from all the lower hiddens the previous weeks. And Maurici, it looks like Maurici is going to be the third for Peru there.
Yeah, this makes sense. No, especially knowing Lunatic Kid's skill set, it is best to save his eyes to not get unadjusted to lower AR. With hidden, you want to save him for the more faster, more technical stuff.
Absolutely. And here we go, getting started with hidden 2. Canada definitely a favorite going into this, as it was their pick as well. And you have players like Katsuragi, Unlucky W, Red. I mean, great hidden players all across the board. And hidden 2. Starting off.
And no one opted to choose this amazing vocal portion of the song.
Oh yeah, no skips. Just completely getting getting completely immersed into the song to start
The
with.
full experience. Love it. And it's going to look to be an early spinner lead for Peru, which is going to change into a early combo advantage as Unlucky and Red found early misses, but Baltic is going to trade once, followed by Islux. So that's going to swing back over to Canada early on.
Yeah, Maurici and Islux finding a couple more misses there for Peru. It's going to give an even bigger lead to Canada as Katsuragi, only one holding the FC still in the lobby.
All players for Team Canada back up to 200, but Unlucky drops as soon as they get there. However, it is still 2 combos to 0 right now as the Peruvian squad is just not having fun with this low AR hidden.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a struggle for them here. As, I mean, there is technically a team miss from Canada there, and Isluk's the only one holding combo on that part, but the lead was already so big in Canada's favor that it doesn't look like it's going to make any difference here. Especially since Peru didn't really have any big combos, and Boltico finding a miss there on the slow port's not going to help him in any way.
180,000 score difference, and we're just about halfway through the map. Peru is going to need to mount the comeback of a lifetime here and play their hearts out if they want to come back in this. Islux dropping. It's not going to help that, unfortunately.
Yeah, a couple more misses from Peru there. Islux, Maurici, Boltico getting a decent couple. As I say that, though, does find a drop. And only Unlucky W on Canada's side finding a miss here as Katsuragi is approaching 200 combo again. Now the lead is 260k. I mean, you do see a couple of misses from Canada still, but definitely, Peru just outweighing the misses.
Oh, definitely. And that score line is just ever growing. It's about to reach 300,000 here. Islux dropping, Unlucky W trading. That score difference is over 300,000, and you can see why the Canadians wanted to start off with HD2.
Absolutely. Only a quarter left of the map, and it already looks like it's done in a dominating fashion here. 335,000 point difference. Really solid first pick here from Canada. It's starting to look like. Even though they're finding misses here on the end, I mean, the same could be said for Peru. So, not much of a difference to be made, really, as the lead only gets bigger and bigger, even at this ending part here.
And the silver lining here for Peru is that it will be their pick, and they will not have to go into a low AR hidden as a team from here on out. So it will only rely on the skill set of one person when it comes to the mix mods. And Canada walking away with a convincing first point, though.
Yeah, Katsuragi getting the 900k on hidden too, very impressive, and yeah, as you'd expect from Canada here on a pick like this, they definitely did take it quite convincingly. But like you said, the silver lining here for Peru is, I mean, I think Peru knew going into this match that hidden 2 was not going to be a map that they would be challenging on. But going straight into mixed mod 1, that pick makes a lot of sense here. I feel like, they can actually sort of draft a really solid lineup on a mixed mod map here against Canada especially, and if they're consistent, they could definitely get away with a point.
And we see Maurici dropping out on the side of Peru, and Lunatic Kid coming in.
The Peruvian prodigy himself, Lunatic Kid.
Red also subbed out on the side of Canada, and Solaris coming in and replacing him. And Katsuragi wanting to pray in the chat that he does not get 500k.
I truly do doubt that Katsuragi will get 500k on this. But as for mixed mods, the mods, I suspect that Lunatic Kid will be on hidden. Perhaps either Katsuragi or Solaris on, or sorry, Hard Rock, not hidden. Lunatic Kid will be on Hard Rock. Yeah, Solaris is going to be on Hard Rock for Canada. Katsuragi on hidden, as well as Islux for Peru, and then Unlucky W and Boltigo are going to be fighting for that no mod.
And I appreciate the players in the lobby not severely mixing up the lineup, so we do not have to go too cross-eyed here to be able to tell who is who.
Yeah, I mean, you see the no mods at the top, and then the edges are Hard Rock, and the inward slots are going to be the hidden here. And starting off with a couple of misses at the start here for Peru. Islux having found a couple on hidden. FCs across the board though, except Katsuragi now finds a drop there for Canada. So only a slight lead actually here at the start.
Ooh,
and unlucky W, yeah.
Drop one. That's gonna make it 2 combos to 1 right now, and that score's gonna start flipping over to Peruvian side early on.
Absolutely, Naughty Kid and Boltigo still holding their full combos, so with 2 drops onside Canada to 1 FC drop here. Things are looking good for Peru at the start of this map. It is a really long map, however, things could very much still change. And
oh yeah.
Definitely a lot of missable sections on this map as well.
Yeah,
but Solaris on Canada is going to be finding a drop there on Hard Rock, so no more full combos on side of Canada. And Lunatic and Boltigo still holding their full combos on the side of Peru. Lead is going to grow and grow.
Drop.
Does get traded by Boltigo though, so it's going to stay pretty equal, the lead here for Peru. 30,000 now. Lunatic still holding the full combo on Hard Rock. This is what Lunatic does. I shouldn't have said that because he just found a miss. As I said that is the commentator curse coming through at its finest here. The lead's slowly going to go back to Canada, but I'm not sure.
But so yeah, is gonna trade that. Islux is gonna drop though, so yeah, that lead was about to go back to Canada. Unlucky W ends up dropping. Boltic ends up dropping. Katsuragi drops. The only combo above 200 right now is Lunatic Kid.
Now the lead is actually still in Peru's favor here, and is growing ever so slightly. It's still very, very close. Only about a 1 miss difference, I believe.
And Boltigo is gonna be that 1 miss as of right now, and that score is gonna flip back over to favor of Canada as Unlucky W got up to 200 combo. And soon with Katsuragi slowly behind, it will be 3 combos to 2. Boltic drops. Everyone from Canada holds on.
Yeah, Peru really needs some misses here from Canada coming real soon. As the lead grows and grows here for Canada, as Boltic found another miss there. Only gonna make it better for Canada here as the lead is starting to approach 40,000 now. And ooh, there's a miss from Unlucky W.
Right before the spinner.
Now if Peru's able to hold here and Canada find a couple more misses, then it could flip very much back. And Katsuragi gonna find a couple
drop. Solaris is gonna drop.
And that's only traded by Boltic on the side of Peru.
Let's trade a little bit. Lunatic Kid is the only one above 200 combo. Final quarter of the map remaining. Unlucky W is just slightly behind at 140 combo themselves, 155 to be matter.
This is very, very close here. Peru really needs to...
And Katsuragi drops right after his spin, so does Solaris.
Oh, Solaris with that drop too is going to be huge. Now the lead is going to go to Peru here as long as there's no misses. And Katsuragi and LDW with a double miss on side of Canada.
The lead is swinging in favor of Peru right now. Lunatic Kid holding on for his live 800 combo. Pulling his team, kicking it and screaming to the finish line right now. Boltigo drops. That's not going to matter as it's traded with Katsuragi. Islux up to 200 combo. Unlucky drops. And at the last bit, this map is going to go in favor of Peru, Ash.
Actually, like, a little bit of a meltdown there from Team Canada. Now, 50,000 point difference. Another miss from Solaris there, and only a miss from Boltic on the end for Peru. Lunatic Kid with an insane score on Hard Rock. Islux as well with above 920k there. And that is Peru's first point in the match, and it is 1-1. Peru have answered right back after that hidden 2, not losing any confidence clearly after that, and just... you know, going straight at it, getting a point here, that is huge for Peru.
That is indeed huge. Lunatic Kid coming in with the 1 miss, being the strong foundation that Peru needed to get through that map. He said, I am going to pull us through, kicking and screaming to the end, and that he did.
Absolutely. Look at that. Only 1 miss on Hard Rock. That's a really good score. And that's exactly what Peru needed here. And now, I mean, they're on the board. They're on the board against Seed 4 here in the semifinals pool. And very, very good stuff.
It's only going to boost your confidence from here on out.
Absolutely. Canada going straight to hidden 1 here. No hesitation. After the hidden 2, I mean, it is the easy choice, I guess. Map being AR9. So on the lower side, I guess, it really depends on who you ask. For me, this is low AR with hidden, but for some others, it won't be. But This one not only air 9 but also has some really tricky patterns, some challenging stacks, and some unique snaps. Let's put it that way. So, based on how Hidden 2 went, this makes a lot of sense here for Canada.
Oh, definitely. Substitutions, we see red coming in, Solaris dipping out, going red. It's another hidden, you tag in. And we're gonna see Lunatic Kid staying in for this hidden Ash.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too surprised at that, as this is not, too low of an AR, like I said before. And when it's also a pretty mechanically challenging map, so Lunatic Kid being probably the most mechanically skilled player on Team Peru, it does make sense that he will be playing this, even though it is hidden.
Light accuracy drop in the beginning for Team Canada. Other than that, not much action so far.
I mean, there's definitely going to be some misses in this map. I can almost guarantee that.
And
the first one.
There is indeed the first one. There's the second and third. Unlucky W being the first to drop. Katsuragi and Lunatic Kid trading misses off the bat. So right now it is 2 combos to 1 in favor of Peru.
Ooh, Baltic getting caught off for that tricky double there.
Getting caught up as well.
Ooh, no more combos on the side of Peru here, and Red still holding the full combo for Canada. That's going to bring it back over to Canada now. Katsuragi with a strange miss there. Traded by Islux though, so it's going to stay on side of Canada.
Order of the map, Peru. An unlucky W is going to trade one of those misses back. Lunat, double miss on both sides. Canada has no combo. Baltic, the only one above 200 right now in the entire lobby, and is pulling that score difference in favor of Peru, as we see there on the bottom.
Yeah, Baltic actually single-handedly carrying the score, but does find a miss there on a slider, which is really unlucky. And I believe if all teams hold here, it's going to go back to Canada. Yeah, just ever so slightly.
Just slightly inch its way over. We're going to be seeing it flip here any second now.
There it is. And there's a double miss from Peru. That's not going to help them in any way, shape, or form here, as Canada's lead will only grow as long as they hold.
Katsuragi drops one of those.
That's going to make it a little better for Peru here. Going to stop the bleeding a tiny bit. But that miss from Lunatic Kid, yeah.
It's going to hurt them a bit, but Katsuragi does trade that. Otigo drops. Lunatic Kid drops, Unlucky drops. Right now it's Islux versus Red as far as combos. Both players keeping their teams in this match.
Unlucky with the drop there.
Red Islux drops, no combos at all on the board. Everyone is dropping.
Yeah, it looks like a just full forward miss there across all teams, and with that being said, Canada did have the lead before that, so Canada's going to stay in the lead.
But it's not a large lead. Baltic, Lunatic Kid trading there. There's a quarter of the map left. Katsuragi trades one of those. Islux drops, Baltic drops, Unlucky drops. Red is holding on.
Red holding on for Canada. As Lunatic Kid punches on the drop, they're traded by Katsuragi. Islux with another miss there now. Katsuragi as well, but Red holding on so strong now, and the lead actually growing significantly for Canada here. 80,000 points. And with so little of the map left, Peru needs a breakdown, a meltdown from Canada here.
That meltdown's not happening though. Red is holding on to combo. He drops, but it's okay because he did his job. He increased that score lead from 20k to 80k at the end, and it will be enough to propel Canada forward in this match to make it a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and I think I imagine it's a little closer than Canada would have liked here. Only 70,000 points against Peru, especially after that hidden 2 earlier, but a point is a point, and
a point is indeed a point.
It's very important to win your own picks in a match like this, that's for sure. Now, Peru's pick here. Wouldn't be surprised if they go for another mix mod, maybe a no mod 1, no mod 2.
Maybe. Mixed mod did work out for them, but it was looking back and forth there a little bit through the map until the ending. So, depending on the mixed mod, you might not want to go into it.
Yeah, I guess something like No Mod 1 or No Mod 2 would probably be the safer picks here for Peru, as they have a really strong 3-man roster on maps like that, and a very consistent team as well.
And the question is, with No Mod 1, if they opt to choose to go for the coin flippy pick early on or later.
Yeah, that is true if they want to save it for later when they need it. I think Hard Rock 3 is also an option, to be honest, for Peru. We're going to see Mixed Mod 3, though. They're going to stick with the Mixed Mod strategy. I'd say this one, Mixed Mod 3, is probably the easiest one of the Mixed Mods here, in terms of just overall like skill gap. I mean, it's probably the hardest on Hidden, to be honest. On Hard Rock, it's not too hard. It's got a few tricky jumps, but with players like Naughty Kid and Solaris, shouldn't be too much of a challenge for them. Yeah,
Gonna be a lot shorter map though, this one, coming in at slightly under 2 minutes.
Yeah, only a 2-minute map here.
And we're gonna see Islux and Unlucky dropping out, Solaris coming in for Canada, Marisi coming in for Peru.
I imagine Maurice is going to be the one on Hidden here, as Maurice had the best score on Team Peru on Hidden 2, I believe. So actually, a really good lower Hidden player there. Imagine Boltic's going to be on No Mod 1 Kid on Hard Rock.
And you would imagine Katsuragi would be Hidden, and that would just leave either Red or Solaris with Hard Rock and No Mod if Katsuragi does go Hidden route.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say Red on No Mod. Oh, yeah, see, I cheated there. I waited for it to show, so it sounded like I was correct. No, but yeah, we see.
Make us cross-eyed.
Yeah, they are going to make us pretty cross-eyed here, as Solaris on
Hard Rock.
Hard
I said earlier.
At the top of the screen, yeah.
You know what? Let's mess with these casters. Mixed Mod 3 underway. Solaris, Lunatic Kid on Hard Rock. Marie C, who drops a Katsuragi on Hidden, and Boltic first Red with No Mod.
You see some early misses here from Maurice. Katsuragi going to trade right after, though, and only about a 10,000-ish lead here for Canada.
Barisi and Lunatic Kid both dropped their. Katsuragi trades one of those misses, but it is going to be 2 combos to 1, and Katsuragi finding a few misses there before the spinner.
Yeah, like I suspected, we're going to see the Hidden players struggling here a lot, and Solaris finds a miss on Hard Rock there. That's going to stop the bleeding for Peru here, and it's going to actually slowly go towards them, especially with that miss from Katsuragi, but Maurice does trade and gets a couple more misses, so it's going to go back to Canada.
And right now it is a No Mod full combo battle. Boltic, Red, both above 500 combo right now. Both doing their job so far halfway through this pick. 22,000 points in favor of Canada right now. Katsuragi drops before he gets to 200 combo. Boltigo drops. No more full combos on the side of Peru. Red holding on to the lone full combo in the lobby right now.
Katsuragi with a couple misses there. Going to be traded by Mauricio right before it goes back to Peru, though. Very luckily for Canada here, but it's actually, this map is really, really close. Mauricio finding a couple more misses there on Hidden. And only about 30,000 points between the teams here. Could we see another recreation of Mixed Mod 1 where, you know, it's going to be in favor of Canada up until the very end?
It could possible, but Mauricio is going to not let that happen with that miss. He needs to hold on if it wants to happen. This under 60,000 point lead in favor of Canada. Peru needs a meltdown. Red Solaris is not going to let that happen. Lunatic Kid drops.
Yeah, and a couple more misses there from Mauricio at the end. It's probably going to seal the deal. And that's going to be at 100,000 points between them here. And that's the first breakpoint of the match.
Indeed, indeed. And a full combo coming in from Red. The only full combo in the lobby. Boltic with that one miss. It's just going to be ever so slightly behind.
Yeah, very impressive FC there from Red on Nomad. Definitely helping out this team score there. And DT3 going to be the pick from Canada here. Honestly, I'm not too sure about this pick. I think Peru could definitely field a 3-man roster on this. I'd say when it comes to just patterns, this map is one of the easier DT maps this week.
And for those of you in the chat who are only watching this stream and are not watching the US vs Chile match, a little update for you. Last pick, United States won against Chile on Nomad 2. It was Chile's pick. That makes the United States up 3-0 right now with their pick.
USA being seed 1 in the tournament, showing why they're seed 1 in all their matches so far. Having performed up to par for sure. But now back onto Canada and Peru. Looks like we're gonna be seeing Islux coming back in for Peru here, and Dea X Machina coming in for Canada here, and Unlucky W as well for DT3.
And there's the start command, and we're about to get map 5 underway. So far, Islux being the only one to opt to choose Hidden to go along with this double time reading. And looks like it will stay that way. Sometimes Hidden can be beneficial when it comes to reading double times. Other times, depending on the map, it can be a detriment. Let's see which one that is for them. Dea X Machina with an early miss.
As well as Solaris, I think, yeah. Just a really early miss.
First 10 combo.
And still 3 FCs on the side of Peru. Never mind, Islux does when I missed it right as I say that, of course. And one more, and it's going to go back to Canada here, as the misses on Canada were too early to make a huge difference.
Baltic, though, that miss is going to be a bit more detrimental. But a double miss coming in from Canada. Unlucky and Dea X both dropping there. Baltic going to trade one of those back. It is 2 combos to 1 right now, though. But that miss from Baltic is going to keep that score advantage alive for Canada. Make it even larger now that Islux has dropped. But Unlucky and Solaris trade it.
Oh yeah, another double miss there from Canada, only traded by 1 miss from Islux. Now Lunatic and Baltic going strong. Another miss from Solaris there. And at the breaker, only 24,000 points between the teams here. I think if Peru holds here, they're going to take the lead. As long as they get no more misses here. Lunatic still holding the full combo, I believe. Very impressive. And yeah, but he is slowly going back to Peru. Inching.
It could very well might not hit there, but it will be on the very cusp of it. And there it is, just 4,000 points separating Baltic. Islux drops that score lead, instantly shoots back over for Canada. 3 combos to 1 right now. Lunatic Kid playing his heart out. Islux dropping. Dea X trades one of those.
Another miss from Unlucky W there. There is still hope for Peru here. And another miss from Unlucky W. Absolutely, definitely not over yet, as the score is actually going pretty fast over to Peru here. Still on Canada's side, 10,000 points between them here.
Yes, no miss from Canada will shoot it instantly to the Peruvian side. Islux drops though.
Yeah, they're gonna need. Oh, Unlucky W does trade here. It's not over. Lunatic and Unlucky W.
Unfortunately for Peru, Lunatic Kid and Baltic drop at the end. Solaris and Deus X just hold on, and that is going to propel Canada to their 4th point of this match. Score difference of 45,000 points. And Lunatic Kid, just that one hiccup at the end to an otherwise amazing performance. Solaris not that far behind.
Yeah, you see Lunatic Kid's missed there at the end. That's very tragic, but Lunatic Kid has been playing out of his mind here for Peru today. Definitely doing his job and beyond. Unfortunately, team score-wise, Canada just able to edge that one out, but still very, very close, especially considering that was Canada's pick. So Peru definitely still in it, and now it is their pick. they still have a lot of maps that they could pick here against Canada and try and get some points.
That is true. At worst, they have 2 maps left to pick. And a few of the pools are still open to them. None of the nomads have been picked. Hidden 3, which has been the Canada show right now for the hidden pool, is still left open. Hard Rocks 2, 3, Double Times 2 and 4, and Mixed Mod 2, all still open for Peru to pick. An update on our other match ongoing. United States winning their Hard Rock 1 pick against Chile, making it 4-0 right now for them.
Now, Peru, thinking carefully here about their pick. Do they want to go for another mixed mod, or do they want to go into the no mods, or perhaps a Hard Rock 3? DT2, actually. The
DT2.
Arguably one of the hardest maps here in the pool. I mean, this is a really interesting pick here. They must feel confident on a map like this. Yeah, I mean, they have to have some confidence.
They have to have confidence for this. Now, coming in at slightly above 4 minutes without double time being applied, so it is going to be on the longer side for maps even with double time. There are some maps without double time that are just going to be around the same length, if not a little bit shorter in the pool. And I can understand why a bit, Ash. Looking at not the score difference at the end, but comparing scores and comparing miscounts with the previous double time pick, DT3, I can see why Peru would choose this.
Yeah, and you know, like Socrates once said, one does not simply pick DT2 without the confidence and ability to back it up. That's what he said. So
that is true.
I imagine there's a reason for this pick, and I think perhaps we're about to see it here.
It may be true, it may not be true. Ash might be rewriting a little bit of philosophical history on us. But
it happened. I was there.
It happened. He was there himself. This man is a time traveler or an immortal being. Take your pick on which. But Deus Ex and Baltic, Solaris, Islux, Deus Ex, all dropping in the beginning. Right now, it is Unlucky first Lunatic Kid for combo. Just Lunatic Kid, Unlucky, drops. Deus Ex, dropping.
Yeah, and you see Lunatic Kid here being the only full combo in the lobby. I mean, this is what Lunatic Kid has been doing this whole match here, carrying Peru, but does find a miss as I say that. Never, maybe I shouldn't have spoken, but that's a team miss, I believe, from Canada here.
There's misses all around, Ash. The highest combo back being Solaris and Lunatic Kid. Now Lunatic Kid, Islux and Solaris. Lunatic Kid, Solaris. Everyone's missing here.
My god.
There's just misses all across the board.
Yeah, I mean, this truly is one of the harder maps in this pool here, as shown right in front of our eyes here, live on camera. But I think, as things are, especially with that miss from Islux, yeah.
Those misses from Islux are going to hurt a little bit. It perhaps might be the reading with Hidden that affected him just a little bit there in that, I wouldn't say calm section. Ooh.
That miss is going to hurt even more.
That miss is going to hurt.
And now, on this slow part,
side of Canada, above 200 combo on the slow part.
And now Peru needs a couple misses here from Canada if they want to stay in it. They want to avoid a break point here.
Islux is going to drop. Unlucky is going to trade one of those misses. But Solaris, Deus Ex is preventing any additional from happening. A fourth of the map left to go right now. Baltic, Solaris dropping, Unlucky dropping.
Oh, but there's the miss from Deus Ex. And Lunatic Kid still holding on for Peru. Oh, never mind. Shouldn't have spoken. Ooh, that hurts. That really hurts.
The end. But in a map that was just a flurry of misses, Canada walk out the victors.
But look at that score from Lunatic Kid, though. I kind of see why they picked this. They were, I mean, yeah, over 900k on a map like this. I mean, you saw how many misses teams were having overall. Oof, it was close. 37,000 point difference here, but Canada's gonna be the one taking the break point here. Unfortunately for Peru, but it could have gone either way.
It could
You
have.
saw the chaos.
Yeah, there were just a few areas where Islux ended up dropping. Not one in that calm slider section, but there were a few before that, which it wasn't necessarily a calm section, but compared to previous sections in the map, it was, and it perhaps could have been nerves causing him to miss, but it makes you wonder what if.
What if indeed? I think Socrates said that too, actually. He said, what if?
Just no context behind it, just walks up to his students one day, what if? Walks away.
Refuses to elaborate. In any case, back to Canada-Peru here. It is now Canada's pick, and they're in a really good position here. 1 point away from match point, and yeah, momentum in their favor for sure, having etched out those close points.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And although it is a 5-1 scoreline, there have been an incredible amount of close points here in this match. And if things keep staying this way, even though Peru only has 1 point, there's several more points on the board just waiting to come to them.
Yeah.
Peru by no means are playing bad.
You know, I feel like I have to shout out his performance here yet again. I mean, he's been getting map MVP on a lot of these maps here against Canada. It's just in terms of team score, Canada always getting a little bit above, but it's been really close. And Peru as a team has been performing superbly, especially being seed 10. Like, they've definitely been outperforming their seed here today. And Nomad 3 is the pick. Now this map is crazy. I don't know what Yoshi Green was cooking when he made this. I mean, it's a great map. It's a really great map. But when I say it's crazy, I mean it's crazy. I'm really interested to see how these teams will do on a map like Nomad 3. It does make sense that it's coming from the side of Canada here, though, against Peru.
And, a little bit of a mapper buff.
Oh yeah, Yoshi Green being Canadian. I mean, I think this is a pretty smart pick here for Canada.
Oh, definitely. First Nomad pick of the match coming in here with Nomad 3.
I am a little bit interested to see, though, who their third will be. I mean, I can see Katsuragi and Unlucky W being able to play it. The Red's going to be the third here against Islux, Lennikin, and Baltic on Peru. Baltic, sorry.
And as one map starts, another map ends. United States versus Chile. United States winning Hidden 1 against Chile, making it 5-0. And Islux getting caught out by those quick early snaps. And all players just losing combo. Islux, Baltic missing that quick hyper. Lunatic Kid getting caught out there in those stacks. Islux getting caught out in that slider. Unlucky trading one of those misses. And so far, Islux is not having a fun time in this beginning. Triple miss on the side of Peru. Right now it is 3 combos to none right now. Katsuragi, Red above 200. Unlucky W getting to 200. And this is just a dominant showing right now from Canada. About halfway through and over 200,000 point difference.
Yeah, missed there from Canada, from Katsuragi and Red, but only so much Peru can do here. 250,000 point difference here, and I mean, I was worried about Canada here at the start, you know, who would be their third, but if you look at the scores on Team Canada, they're basically only 30,000 points away from each other here. It's actually very good performances from all across the board here on Canada, as Peru seems to be struggling quite a bit on a map like this. 300,000 points now between them. and it's not looking good for Peru at all.
Katsuragi dropping, but that scoreline, 330,000 point difference in a quarter of the map left to go. And I don't like to call maps early, but I just do not see how Peru can come back in this pick right now.
Yeah, there would have to be some technical difficulties for sure, and some is an understatement, to be fair.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Unlucky Islux, Katsuragi dropping, and the players are able to see the score difference. Peru knows that now it is do or die for them. With this point, Canada, it will be at match point. However, it will be the Peruvians' pick before that happens.
Yeah, and for Peru here now, it's very, very important that they pick wisely. I mean, a lot of these maps have been quite close, you know, only 40,000, 50,000 points between them on some of the DTs. I mean, there's still a chance here for Peru, believe it or not, even though it's 6-1. If they pick wisely here, get some momentum, there's not a lot of maps left in the map pool like this that Canada can dominate on. I think, yeah, with Hidden 2 and Nomad 3 gone, I guess Mixmod 2 would be like the only one beating AR 8.2, but still, I think Peru could definitely field a roster on that. So, Peru still in it, for sure, and they need to, you know, get their minds together, compose themselves here, and just give it their all here, because right now it's all or nothing, as Canada is on a match point.
Other than the outliers with Hidden 2 and Nomad 3, we have not seen any large score difference like that the rest of this match. So Peru definitely able to find some footing here, which if they do, it is possible. And they're going to go with Hidden 3. And it's not going to be Canada rounding out the hidden pool, but instead it's going to be Peru, with possibly their last pick of the match.
Yeah, I mean, this hidden map right here is definitely, out of all the hidden maps, this is definitely the one that Peru would be the best on out of the hidden maps, of course. We saw Hidden 2 being a bit dominant for Canada. We saw Hidden 1 being a little bit closer, though. Only about, I believe, 80,000 or something points. Maybe even less. I can't really recall, but Hidden 3, this one is a bit more of an equal playing field for sure. I could see Peru sneaking away with a point here if they, if they play out of their minds here, if they play like it's all or nothing, which they should, because right now it's all or nothing, and they need this.
They do indeed need this, but you know who also is going to be playing all or nothing, even though they have match point? Canada. They are looking to close this out.
Yeah, they're looking to close this out, and I mean, Canada is a strong team on Hidden, so it's going to be a close one either way here, I think, but we'll have to see how these teams fare in potentially the last map of the match. Can Peru get one back here and salvage something out of this match, or will Canada end it all? A little bit of client issues we see here, but it should be fixing itself.
Just a little bit of client issues. Islux was a little bit shy. Just wanted to come in a little bit later in the map. But Red and Islux are going to be dropping off the bat. Unlucky Katsuragi dropping no full combos on the side of Canada. 200 for Baltic and Lunatic. And slightly behind is Islux, who trades, but one of those is traded by Unlucky. Baltic, Unlucky, Islux dropping.
Unfortunately for Peru, those three players that are missing here are actually, two of them are in Peru, and Lonike with a miss there drops the combo there on the side of Peru. Baltic as well, only Unlucky W trading here. Katsuragi and Red holding on real strong here for Canada, and the lead is now in their favor by quite a bit, and it's growing even more as Baltic unfortunately finding a couple misses here as well.
Katsuragi dropping, gonna lighten the blow a little bit for Peru. Katsuragi dropping again. However, Red is above 500 combo, and they are holding strong right now, being the foundation that Canada needs to keep this score lead in their favor.
Now look at the accuracy drops here on this part. Not a lot of players above an S rank here. In fact, only Islix, because yeah, the droplet part is really tricky actually. And it looks like most of them tried avoiding them. Baltic with the miss there though. 30,000 point difference now on the side of Canada. Peru needs 2 or 3 misses here from Canada. Not gonna help them with that miss from Islix either. 60,000 points for Canada getting to the last third. Katsuragi gonna drop. They're gonna need more though, Peru, that's for sure.
Katsuragi dropping again. Islix trading it. Final quarter of the map, and the scoreline is still doable.
Fortunately for Peru though, Red is just playing out of their mind here. Unlucky W with the miss there, only traded by Islix. Looks like Islix is struggling a little bit here, unfortunately for Peru, but only 50,000 points here. If there's a T-miss from Canada and Peru holds, it could still be a chance, but oh, there's so little left of the map here. 60,000 points, and Canada seems to be holding. Red showing a masterclass performance on Hidden 3 here. And Lunani Kid and Baltic doing really good here. Lunani Kid with above 900 already, but Canada is going to close out this map and this match here with a 65,000 point difference on Hidden 3. And that's going to be it, 7-1. I mean, you have to say though, some really, really close maps here. Perhaps the scoreline doesn't give the match full justice here, especially for Peru, but that's going to be it, 7-1. And Canada is going to be advancing to finals weekend in the top 6. And Peru is going to be exiting the tournament here. They played marvelously. They already outperformed their seed, being seed 10. And they can be very, very proud of their performances. And I mean, you know, you look at Lennikid, that guy, he's not been playing Osukat for that long. I mean, I think Peru is a team that's only going to improve and improve every year. And I'm super excited to see how they will return next year. But Definitely. There you see it on the screen. Canada is your winner for today. Yeah.
Canada moving on to finals weekend. And that is probably a bit of a sigh of relief. Canada dropping down to the losers bracket a bit earlier on than expected in this tournament, but they've clawed their way through the losers bracket and managed to make their way to finals weekend. So they can rest easy just for a little bit until this showcase pops up.
Yeah, but that's going to be it. I think we still have the USA-Chile match going on. Chile actually just got a point against the US on DT4 by 1,000 points. That's very close, but it is 5-1 in US's favor, and that is on the B stream.
So you're saying that the US is mortal?
Yeah. Losing a point at seed 1, that's kind of crazy, but no, but I'm only saying that because you're American. But yeah, that's gonna be it for us though. Make sure to catch up on the USA Chile on the B stream before it's over. But for now, I believe that's it.
Was a pleasure, Ash.
Absolutely, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure with you. Goodbye, everyone.